I'm gonna show you how we turn this into this. Hey everybody, I'm doing a little bit different video here. This project that we're doing this video for, I was really sick during the project. I completely lost my voice. So my normal videos where I'm talking and walking around stuff, I didn't get to do that, but I took a lot of great video content of it. Like I said, I just wasn't able to explain things, so I'm gonna try to do this voiceover thing and see how it goes. So this project was for a really awesome couple. They had made a memorial garden for their son, their late son, and it had a pond in it that didn't function very well, but he loved it. It had a really neat, actually very beautiful stacked slate stone waterfall, but they didn't put any liner under it, whoever built it, and it was all concrete and stuff, and it just leaked like crazy, and they could never get it to work right, and they were constantly having to fix it or try to fix it to no avail. So we came in, we talked to him about it, we ended up getting the contract with them, and we tore it all out and we started over for him. So since I didn't get to talk and do an overview, I drew a quick sketch. Basically, this was kind of existing, but they had already tore it out because they were planning on doing it themselves, but decided they wanted to do something super nice and didn't know if they could tackle it the way that they wanted it to end up. So they had tore the pond out for us. It didn't have a skimmer. It just had a sump pump sitting in here that came up this way, and the plumbing was all exposed, and it didn't have a biofall or anything. It just spit out into some little concrete up here, and then it came down some stacked slate. But we came in, had a little wood deck here. We ripped all that out. Then we put in a new pond with a skimmer and a bigger pump so they got better flow. We put in one of aquascape's power heads because our waterfall was coming down in the center of the pond, and so it was cutting the circulation off to this side of the pond. So we put a power head so it would push everything on this side of the pond over to the skimmer. Pond's all rocked in. We kind of got some beachy cobble areas here on this edge, kind of in some corners there. This is where our fall's going to come into the pond here, but we've got a really tight space, so I'm going to put my machine up there, and we've got this section of this railing taken out, and I've got 4 big rocks coming, so I'm going to try to frame this whole waterfall with 4 rocks. I'm going to get one right here, one over in here, and then 2 back behind it, so our top of our waterfall is going to sit about right there, which is about 5 feet from here to here. So super tight access, really difficult build, probably be the hardest waterfall I've ever had to build before, just because of the parameters we're having to work in. So got our board, we're gonna lay that back behind our liner here, get our double-sided tape on, and then weld those 2 pieces together. And once we do that, we can start rocking. So since we're having our waterfall right here, it's gonna come land kind of right in the center of the pond. And we've got our skimmer over here by Johnny's knee. So that's gonna be pulling all this, making this surface tension and pulling everything this way. But what's happening is we're cutting our surface tension in half right here, and we still got this half of the pond. So we installed aquascape's power head right here to push water this way. So anything that sits in this kind of still area is going to get pushed this way too. And the fish love those. They'll sit in front of that, and it's just a fan. They'll sit there and and float in it. It's really neat. Really neat addition. Well, this is the first. We set a boulder through the deck, inside of the deck, between the joists, to retain our soil for our waterfall on this side. So, something we had to do, but it ended up working. It was kind of tight. And then we ran our plumbing up around into our biofall, and we created a really beautiful set of falls that have about a 5 or 6 foot elevation change from here to here. So, and then but from here to here was also about 5 feet. So it had a 1-to-1 ratio on the fall, which is pretty insane, but it made for a really awesome waterfall. All right, we got this one knocked out. Turned out super nice. Really difficult set of falls to build. A really steep section and not very deep, and real narrow too from the other angle, but really like how it turned out. The pond's going to be crystal clear in just a couple days, and the falls just turned out super clean. Really like them. So this is all going to be his patio sitting area. He's going to continue, the homeowner's going to continue this retaining wall around. We do a patio paver here that ties into these steps and comes right up to the pond here. So it'll be a super nice little sitting area to sit and watch the waterfalls and listen to the falls and see the fish. She works from home, so it'll be a super nice thing for her to be able to come out here and just get out of the house and not have to go too far to really enjoy a really nice piece of nature just right outside their front door. So really excited to get this one buttoned up, get to the next one, but love how the falls turned out. How we've got this real narrow section, we've got that big sheet, it kind of hits here and rolls off of this rock. So you got this little riptide area, get some white water, and then it spreads out over this fall, and then gets squeezed in between these two rocks. It makes that water look like it's just been cutting these rocks out forever. And you get this nice little ripple action across the water. The fish are gonna love this spot. They'll be up here all the time. Being in that, we've got our power head is gonna be in over there. It's not on right now because I forgot the transformer. Anyways, that power head is all this debris you see swirling right here. This is all crystal clear because it's getting pulled into our skimmer. It's working nice and neat. That power head is to create a force this way, so it'll push all of this stuff through this force here, and so it can get pulled into the skimmer and clean. So this will be super clean. It's just not right now because can't have that turned on yet. But nice little plant pockets up here throughout, all around the top and around. So this will all grow in with some nice vegetation to soften up some of these edges. Yeah, as well as this side, she's got a nice little stand of mundo grass. A nice section over there she can plant underneath that really beautiful cat maple they've got growing. Like I said, really difficult build. Super proud of it. Super proud of my guys. And I hope you guys enjoy it. This is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. So this project was really unique in that it was in a really tight space. It had a severe elevation change from up at the top where we got to work and down at the bottom where the pond was. So in the span of about a 5-foot run, we had also a 5 to 6 foot rise. So like I said, we had about a 1-to-1 ratio. It was super tall, super fast. So we had to build a waterfall. It was really tricky because we had to take out sections of the railing, and then we actually had to take out sections of the deck and set boulders through the deck to build up for our soil to retain our waterfall stones and our liner. Really unique, challenging build, but super fun, and it turned out gorgeous.